Please welcome Ed Sheeran. I remember when we met last time, it was in the late fall 2021.
Yeah, it's for Equals. I remember.
Yeah, and that was just before everything happened.
Oh yeah, it would have been.
A lot happened
in 2022. Yeah, that.
Just a few months later.
Yeah, all that time is so blurred for me because it was such a short period of time, but it was so full on. So much happened in like such a short period.
Yeah,
of time.
what was it that happened?
It was all in February. It was February 10th, my wife had a cancer diagnosis. February 20th, my friend Jamal died. And then February 28th, I started a court case. And it was kind of all in that zone, I think. Oh, and then March 4th, my friend Shane died as well. So it's basically like a kind of 20, 30-day period of real chaos. And then there was a lot of fallout after that of putting stuff back together.
So just to have said that, your wife is okay, right?
Yeah, she couldn't have the operation until she basically gave birth to our daughter. So she was pregnant at the time, and she gave birth in May. So when that happened, then she had the operation, and now she's fine.
But so it was like when we met last time. There were a lot of experiences that you never had, and now you're in a totally different place as a person, because I suppose that this makes you grow up.
Yeah, weirdly, it was the first time I felt like an adult, even though last time we saw each other, I was in my 30s. I'd actually just turned 30. So, the thing that it made me realise is how my friends who lost their parents when they were like 14 became adults then. It was sort of like you lose your youth when real life shit happens, I think. And I guess I'm super fortunate for it to happen in my 30s rather than way earlier. But yeah, I think it's something that everyone goes through, isn't it?
You lost your I suppose best friend Jamal Edwards. He was a collaborator and your best friend. And did you manage to grieve?
Yeah, I think I buried it pretty heavily for a while with alcohol. And then, yeah, I think the grieving period was like heavy drinking and crying and spending a lot of time with his family, spending a lot of time at his grave. And then after that, I think I got sober for like a long period of time. And I think that's when you can actually like process stuff, when you're not like drowning it the whole time.
You have a very different relationship to alcohol now than you had before.
I think I have the same relationship with it.
In what way?
Well, if I decide that I'm going to drink again, I'm going to really drink again. Yeah, I'm not very good at like. It's either like I'm not or I am. So I think it's the same relationship.
Oh, so that means you never drink at all?
At the moment, yeah. I'm not drinking at the moment.
So you can't be in between? You can't just have a glass from time to time?
I'd love to be, yeah. I'd love to be, but no.
Moderation is not your thing?
I'm just like, what's the point?
Like,
what's the point in having one? Do you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna open a bottle of wine, drink the bottle of wine.
Then you drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you drink for the effect, but if you drink for the taste, maybe.
Yeah, but I like the taste of water, so I'm kind of like. It's like...
How was the heydays for you?
Fun, yeah.
This is my problem, you see, because I had my first children very early in life, so I never had any heydays.
Yeah, well,
so I'm always curious about other people's heydays.
Now's the time to start, brother.
Now it's too late. I mean, I'm stuck
Never
here.
too late. No, it's just my 20s, really. It was just my 20s. It was, and to be honest, I had the first like iteration of tour was like 4 years of me touring solo on my own. All of my crew were like in their 50s, so like I was just on my own going to bars and stuff. And then I brought my friends on tour, and that's when I guess the heyday started, because we would experience things together. We would go to a country and we'd land and go to a restaurant drinking and blah, blah, blah. And it was like super fun, but it's like, it's not sustainable, especially when you have children. And
Was it like every day? Did you drink every day?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What did you drink? Did you drink beer or?
Yeah, beer and wine. I've never really been a spirits guy. Yeah.
Do you remember a turning point, a sort of situation where you had to make the decision?
Yeah, having kids. Yeah, definitely. Because then I see like that's the all-important chapter of my life is being a father, and I think that entering into that, you just have to take it seriously and not half-ass it.
I wonder, because you're a creative person, you write songs, and I remember last time we spoke, you told me you write a song every day.
Yeah.
When you read pop history, rock history, a lot of great songs has been written under the influence of something.
I don't believe that, you know. I don't believe that. Because I've tried to write under the influence and it's always shite. I think,
Is it?
Yeah. I think some of my best songs have been written hungover.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think.
Which ones have been written hungover?
Shape of You.
Was that hungover?
Oh yeah. Shape of You. I went to
So
sleep.
you could never write that today.
I don't know. I think that it's a weird one, isn't it? Because
it's
I think to be a professional at anything
Yeah.
in the world, you're going to do it better sober and clear-headed. At anything. Imagine if you were drunk right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not. But it's coffee, right? It's coffee. No, I actually was considering it when I started out.
Yeah,
Because
but that's
a lot of people do
that's
that.
a nerves thing, though.
Yeah.
It's not a I will be better.
No,
it's
because
I will have less nerves doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think that humanity as a whole would be better off without alcohol?
No. I feel like it's. I feel like it brings people together if it's used correctly. Yeah. You know, I love family gatherings where everyone's on a good vibe, and sometimes the thing that breaks down barriers and helps you talk to people that you wouldn't necessarily talk to. I do see a lot of positives from it. There's a lot of negatives in it as well, but that's the same with anything. Too much of anything is bad. Too much food, too much cigarettes, too much water, too much coffee, too much holiday, like too much of anything, everything in moderation, basically.
So when your daughters are 18 and they come, or 16 or whatever, they come home and they're drunk for the first time, how do you react?
I think everyone needs to work out their boundaries, and I think if it's being learnt in a safe environment, I would prefer it to be done under our roof. And what happened? We had a friend, actually, the first party that me and Cherry met at when we were really young was this girl's house, and I saw her parents the other day, and I was like, you guys threw the best parties, and they were like, well, what we did is we basically said to you guys, we're going to throw the party, we're going to buy the alcohol, and it's only going to be like really, really low percentage cider. If anyone brings spirits, we're not doing them ever again. And they basically had at the time we were just like, yeah, these are great parties, but it worked out really well because everyone learned their boundaries with alcohol under
Microdosing.
Well, no, but, you know, the first time I threw up was at that party, and you learn, OK, I can't drink that much, but with sober parents nearby who can look after you. And I think that teenagers are going to do that, and they are going to experiment, and it's about knowing boundaries and having safe parents nearby, I think, you know. So I think if my kids came home drunk at 18, like, that's fine. But, you know, like, do you know what I mean?
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, before we wrap up, you must tell me one story, which I read. I don't know if it's true, but if it's true, please tell me. It's about you in a hotel room. You were I think you were drunk, and you locked yourself
out. Yeah.
What happened?
I was playing in Europe in 2018. We were playing 4 stadiums in this city, so a lot of people in the city were coming to the shows. My mate Zach had brought his mum and his little sister there, and we all grew up together. We all used to go to Zach's house to like have parties and stuff. So it was a big sort of family reunion. We were drinking Hennessy, not Hennessy. What's the black tequila, like Cafe Patron.
Yeah, and there are other tequilas as well. So this is, I mean, you don't have to choose that one.
I don't think there are other caffeinated tequilas, so that might be the only one that you can buy.
Okay.
Yeah. This isn't a good advertisement for them. So yeah, we drank a bunch of this caffeinated tequila.
Yeah.
And I went to bed and I sleep naked sometimes. And I woke up in the middle of the night to have a pee. And you know, you kind of get up and you walk out the door. And I sort of like got out the door.
Age sign.
Yeah, and then closed the door. I just heard, and before I'd gone for a pee, opened my eyes and was just like, looked down, and I was in the corridor.
Wrong door.
Yeah, wrong door. Completely naked, no room key, no anything, and you just see these two CCTVs pointing at you. I'm just like, and I'm desperate for a piss at this point as well. So I'm just like, fuck. About 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd had room service the night before, so there was a napkin there. So I put the napkin over my modesty, and I went to the lobby. And you could kind of see the person who was working behind the front desk sort of like this, and then just look up and go. And I remember the first thing I said was like, please just don't say anything, and just please just let me back in my room without making it weird. And then, yeah, I got let back in my room. I'm really happy I had room service the night before. It was good. And then, yeah, my security, I still think my security guard basically, like, wiped the footage the next day, but I still think he might have filmed it on his phone and kept it.
There will be a copy somewhere.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, your album Play is out now. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank you so much. It's wonderful. Thank you. Vi er tilbake om en uke. Vi ses.